guys, so it's been a long time and I've been busy and mostly have been procrastinating, but I am back again with a new video. So just a little disclaimer, this is not a tutorial, this is just me showing my process with you, but if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. So hi again, it's Nikki here of Knickknacks. If you've been following my social media, then you know that I have been making Coraline and Tim Burton inspired dolls, and they are everywhere on TikTok, and I just wanted to try making them because they look so fun to do. And today I am making Marceline the Vampire Queen. Apologies if I didn't show the process of sculpting the head, because I was debating if I wanted to film and share this, so yeah. So when I make my dolls, I first draw a sketch for reference. Now for Marceline, I wanted the shape of her head to be cute and chibi-like, so I tried making the cheeks rounder and just have that look of cute chubby faces. Before I painted her skin tone, I first added a gesso and I also sanded it so the paint will stick on the clay. And here I am scraping off a piece of black chalk pastel to add a contour or shadow on her face. Chalk pastels are really great if you want to add blushes or a soft gradient of color on your dolls. Besides sculpting, I really love adding shadows since it makes the doll look more dimensional, though it could be really messy and chalk pastel sticks to your hand really easy. Plus the dust particles can be all over the place when you brush them on the doll. For the eyes, I will use a small button, and I don't know the size, but this is the smallest that I have, and it's probably the smallest size there is. I added a little bit of Mighty Bond Extreme to attach it on the head. Now you gotta be careful not to stick it to your finger, and you can use a tweezer if you want. You gotta be really fast and really precise with your placement, because once the button reaches the head, it's going to be hard adjusting it, and you'll probably end up destroying the paint. Now to secure the paint, I mixed a gloss and matte acrylic varnish. The reason why I mixed glossy and matte varnish is because I didn't want to have too shiny or too dull looking finish. So mixing them both will just give me that in-between varnish that I want. And now this is the part that I hate the most. Creating the body and stuffing them. It takes me around 2 hours from cutting to sewing and then stuffing. I'm still looking for alternatives that'll make my life easier, because this does take me a long time, and most of the time I am tired for the whole day just for creating the body. So the process really takes me a lot of time and a lot of back and wrist pain. Okay, so for the body, I don't really like to measure stuff. Mostly I just eyeball it. I add curves to separate the chest part from the waist, just to create a little shape. But for the arms and legs, I do have a template for them. Again, I didn't measure them, I just sketched, and if it doesn't look off, then voila, lucky me. So yeah, you can do what works for you. My dolls are around 7 inches in height, and when sketching the references, I just look if the proportions aren't off or weird looking. So while I show you a clip of me sewing, I just want to share how I've been in the past few months, since I haven't been uploading here lately, and I just want to chat with you guys. So art-wise, I have been experimenting, as you can see here, and I just want to ask you, what do you think about art styles? If you're an artist and you're watching this right now, please let me know, because I have been trying to find my style for years, or a style that I want to stick with, because I get bored of a style easily and I want to explore and learn. And I know that there are pros and cons when you have consistent style. Like, one of the pros is that people will recognize that it's your art. Like, you have some sort of branding and you have people who supports you because of that stuff. But then, like, sticking to one art style kind of slows you down when it comes to learning new stuff. So I want to know what you guys think about it, because I think I have like 2 or 3 art styles that I switch around depending on my mood or the stuff I want to draw. And it's kind of annoying when I'm finally liking it and then suddenly I just want to make new stuff, and I just feel like I'm confusing people or I'm trying to cater to everyone. Am I confusing you guys? Yeah, maybe. Maybe one day I'll get to be satisfied with one art style, but for now, I do enjoy exploring new stuff. Oh, and by the way, I just opened a shop on Shopee, and I am selling some art prints and handmade stuff there. And I love to add some stickers and keychains in the future, maybe some tote bags. If you guys have any requests, feel free to comment down below, and it will greatly help me plan for future updates. My boyfriend and I invested on a thermal printer, and we would like to venture more on creating original merch and selling them. It will greatly help us to save money for a future house and hopefully an art studio, because my stuff just keeps piling up and soon enough I wouldn't have any space left in the room. So if you want to grab some art prints, go ahead and visit my shop, link down below. And no worries if you don't have any extra money to spend. Sharing my shop or my merch is already a huge support, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So going back to the doll, I don't remember if I have mentioned the type of wire I am using, but I am using a 2mm armature wire, and I also use a 1.5mm. The cotton is just a normal cotton fiber that you can use to fill stuffed toys or pillows. To attach the legs and the arms to the body, I just used the invisible stitch. Is that what you call it? It's when your thread is not visible and is hidden beneath the cloth. You can look it up and it's pretty easy to learn. For her top, I just sketched half of the clothing so that it'll be symmetrical when I cut it. Again, I didn't measure anything, I'm just eyeballing everything. This is 2 pieces of cloth, and I'm going to stitch them together, leaving the top part open so I can insert the doll through it. For this part, I have added a piece of cloth on her neck to cover the armature. Now, if you're wondering why I don't use clay for her neck, it's because I want the head to be poseable so you can move it freely, and I added some tape on her top so I don't get paint on it. I know I should have added the cloth first instead of putting on her top, but I guess it's too late. I used a regular yarn for her hair. I don't really know what kind this is. This is the usual yarn that you can purchase from your local store or market. And I'm going to use this chipboard as a guide to create consistent hair length. Marcy has a very long hair, so I think the length of the hair is almost the same as her height, which is 7 inches. I take 4 to 5 pieces of thread and add a little bit of hot glue at the end of the fibers to make a weave. And then I take a pair of scissors to cut the rough edge and to make it even. To attach her hair, I also use hot glue. You can also use a fabric glue for this, but I ran out of fabric glue and I find that hot glue gun applies the glue much faster and easier than the teeny tiny hole of a fabric glue, but both glue works best. And ta-da! I love how all of my dolls look so much better after applying the hair. It just gives them more character and more like what I'm trying to base them on. So Marceline is almost done. I just need to give her hair a trim and cover some of the glue with paint so it's not too visible. For her pants, I am going to use denim, and once again, I only drew one side of the template so that the pants will be symmetrical. Then I cut it and sewed the pieces together, leaving the top part open. And this is how it looks like. Isn't it cute? So I put it on Marcy and it's obviously large for her, so I need to make some adjustments on the side so it will fit her better. And this is how it looks like. I know it's not perfect, and to be honest with you, I am still learning to sew different types of clothing, so bear with me. I hope you enjoyed the process of Marceline. She's already in her new home, and if you have questions or video suggestions, leave them below. You can follow me around on my social media accounts so you can stay updated with the new random stuff I'll be making. Thank you so much for watching, and see you around next time. Bye!